The Vikings believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own unique powers and stories. The most famous of these gods is Odin, the All-Father. Odin was the chief god, associated with wisdom, war, and death. He was often depicted as an old man with one eye, because he sacrificed the other to gain ultimate knowledge. Odin wasn't the only important figure. Thor, his son, was the god of thunder and lightning. Thor was seen as the protector of humanity, wielding his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, which could summon thunder and lightning. Vikings believed that when they heard thunder, it was Thor riding his chariot across the sky. But the Vikings didn't just worship these gods, they believed the world was filled with spirits. These spirits, called landvættir, were thought to inhabit natural features like forests, mountains, and rivers. The Vikings would leave offerings to these spirits to ensure their protection and favor, especially before setting out on a journey or starting a new settlement. Another fascinating aspect of Viking belief was their view of the afterlife. Unlike many cultures that believed in a single heaven or hell, the Vikings had multiple realms where souls could go after death. The most famous is Valhalla, Odin's hall, where warriors who died in battle would feast and prepare for Ragnarok, the end of the world. But not everyone went to Valhalla. Some souls went to Hell, a cold and dreary realm ruled by the goddess Hel. This was where those who died of old age or illness would end up. The idea of an afterlife was deeply tied to how a Viking lived and died. The Vikings also practiced a variety of rituals to connect with the divine. One of the most important rituals was called blot, a sacrificial offering to the gods, spirits, or ancestors. These sacrifices could include food, valuable objects, or even animals. Blots were often held at important times of the year, like the beginning of winter or before a major battle. Rituals weren't just about sacrifice. They also included divination, a way of seeing the future or seeking guidance from the gods. Seers, often women known as vulvas, would enter trances and communicate with the divine to provide answers to the community's questions. Magic and spells were also an integral part of Viking belief. The Vikings believed in a type of magic called seiðr, which was practiced by both men and women, though it was more commonly associated with women. Seiðr involved chanting, rituals, and even shape-shifting, and was used for everything from cursing enemies to ensuring a good harvest. So, what does all this tell us about the Vikings? Their beliefs were not just about worshiping gods, but about understanding and interacting with the world around them. Whether through rituals, offerings, or magic, the Vikings sought to influence the forces of nature and fate to protect their communities and ensure their survival. Today, we can still see the influence of Viking beliefs in modern culture, from the names of the days of the week to the popularity of Viking mythology in movies and TV shows. The Vikings' gods and rituals might seem strange to us now, but for them, they were a vital part of life. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mysterious beliefs of the Vikings. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating content. Let me know in the comments which Viking god or ritual you found most interesting. Until next time, keep exploring the past with celestial narratives.